It's another episode of I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure out a name. Something that involves the word deck. Maybe play or whatever. Anyway, this week's deck I call... What do I call this? Heal Me Not. This is a priest deck. It's a fun deck. Enjoy it a lot. The entire purpose is to use the other side of this card, the Shadow Form, and deal the damage instead of the healing. You don't see too much of it, and I don't really think a whole lot of the cards are there, so it's more fun. I don't win that often with it. There's probably some better builds, but whatever. Anyway, we're going to go find an opponent in casual, as always, like you do. And yeah, welcome back. This is a series that I'm going to keep working on until I have it perfected. Hopefully you tuned into the last one. As you can tell, it got a little bit better. Beer is this week's sponsor. And yes, I'm looking over at fucking cams to see. Hey. I wish it would land on like Shabby Shaman. Like that would be awesome.
Versus Uther.
So this is a little alcohol induced. And we're looking... Ooh. Okay, so this is really interesting because a lot of very destructive cards are in the beginning, which is something that we kind of want because getting into the later parts of a battle, these things become... They show up and you get a little fucked. But the curve's pretty good. I'm calling this a mid-range deck because, I mean, it doesn't... It's not like big on one end or big on the other. It's a bit control-y, but at the same time it just focuses around dealing equal damage here and there. So like I said, I look at this as a mid-range deck. People might argue with it, but it's not strong in any particular portion of its field. It's kind of synergetic, which is, in my opinion, really important. But for those of you who have never seen one of these before, I'm West. I'm I'm one of the two hosts of the Nerd Method. Every once in a while we have a third host, and if you tuned in this past week, you might have heard that. This is April something, so, or a couple weeks ago, you might have heard him. He's quite the humorous human being. Anyway, it's a podcast. We have a site where we review things, subscription boxes and video games, shows. We're very proud of our nerdism.
I don't have enough mana.
Yeah, that's right. Turtles, motherfucker. So we push on that. And I play this game a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. I at least play 2 games a day. I'm not the best player in the world, and I build a lot of decks for fun. Every once in a while I get a bit competitive. And that motherfucker just fucking wiped that guy out. I mean, look at that. It just, fuck that guy. Anyway, so I'm on the end of just, showing these decks off. Like I said, this one's fun. It deals a lot of self-damage. So getting into the deck, we have things like the Shadow Bomber and the Shadow Form and this guy, because they either, instead of healing, which is what priests normally do, they deal damage to the priest itself and the opponent. In this guy's case, he deals damage to both of us, and it's a large amount for 1 damage. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but 1 for 2/1 that does 3 damage to both players. That's actually what I would consider a reasonably large amount. That in some areas can change the way a game is being played. So I just played the Light, and love this card for 2 reasons. Number 1, it costs 1 mana. Light of Naru. Anyway, for quite a few reasons. Number 1, it costs 1 to play. Number 2, it restores 3 life. Now, if you're under, or if it doesn't put you back up to max health, you get, I forget, what is it, a Light Warden, I think? Yeah, Light Warden. You get a Light Warden who gets bigger every time someone plays or someone heals. Every time. So, you want to talk about incentive? I'd say that's a pretty damn good incentive to play some of these cards. Now, on top of that, when you mix it with the Soul Priestess, it becomes 3 damage for 1 mana. And the even better part, the part that I really like, is when you deal that 3 damage, that glorious, glorious 3 damage, it is not considered gaining life, so you get a Light Warden, period. Which is honestly a surprising, I don't want to call it hack, but workaround that I wasn't expecting when I originally played with the card. It was one of those things I kind of tried out, and I was like, oh shit. So the Light of Naru mixed with Soul Priestess is an excellent combo. I would seriously suggest it. If you're playing with Soul Priestess, like, definitely put that in. Now, I'm getting my ass handed to me, and currently in the games that I've played, which are 3, I am 1-1. I don't think this is gonna be 2-1. I feel myself losing this game. Now, I need to end some things, so I'm gonna play the Soul Priestess, and I'm going to get myself, oh, this is perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna get myself that, which sucks, because he did that shit. I'm gonna freeze a minion, and I'm gonna get rid of a 3/3, because fuck that guy. And swing in, puts us at equal damage. Now, a lot of people know of Zombie Chow. I personally am not a big fan of this card. This is one of the cards that I would definitely consider removing. However, when Soul Priestess is on the board, that's 5 damage. I mean, I can't argue with 5 damage. God damn it. Well, I mean, alright, thanks for killing your 5/3. That makes sense not at all, but whatevs. Deuces? I don't know how to respond to that. That was a really weird play. I'm gonna call him a shithead idiot, and so we're going to see what atrocity this brings in. Oh, good. So one of the things that I love about, like, the piloted sky golem is it really never brings in anything useful. Every fucking time that I've played it, and 90% of the times that I've seen other people play it, it delivers nothing. And right now, I feel like I've balanced it back out, although I've got 3 cards, I've got a little bit of control. As you can see, I haven't used Shadow Form yet because I'm not ready to flip my script over to the dark side. Oh goddamn. Oh goddamn. Alright, see that's called game. Because I can't do anything about that. Echoing news? Wait, nope, can't do anything about that. I'm fucked. I hate this human being. Part of me wants to concede, but that's not how I play this game. So going back to what it is that I'm doing is that was a dumb pull. That was hands down just bad decisions. Don't ever do that. Do what I just did, because that's called mistakes. So I'm about to get hit for a shit ton of damage. Drinking in Hearthstone, 2 things that probably shouldn't do. But in general, wow, I got decimated on this. I really should. Look at that. It's just, and he still can't kill me. Like, I partly call failure on him because he is that bad of a human. Hey, look. So Ragnarok showed up. Well, it's not like it matters much, but he showed up. He's kind of a game ender for me. Ooh. It's not like that matters because he can't attack. But he's not he's a game ender. He does two purposes. When he hits the table, he's normally cleaning up, or he's causing additional damage to an nth degree, which is making the opponent react in a very spastic manner, where he's trying to find a solution for that. And I got hit with 5. I'm fucking dead. Look at this. This is called a loss. Defeated. Anyway, that was Heal Me Not. I'm hoping that in the future with newer cards, there's going to be some better combinations for this deck to work. I really want it to, but in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this. The deck list will be on Hearthstone. Links in the description below, like normal. And by all means, like, check out the Nerd Method. Come give us a listen, or at least a read. Links yet again in the description. Follow us on Twitter and No, we're not on Instagram, but we're on the Facebooks, and we're on the Tumblrs, which I'm still trying to understand why, but whatever. And all these other things. Anyway, look below. You can find some of that stuff. You'll find the link for this deck on Hearthstone. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. This is West. Have a great day, people. Peace.